Hello everyone, it's Yaroslav and Philosophy Man YouTube channel. It's been more than 3 weeks since I released my last video, and I had a lot of work and also I got sick, so I'm in no shape for creating a video podcast, neither morally nor physically, so I decided to make a more simple audio podcast. So I plan to name this podcast something like Why Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty is a Palpatine from Star Wars. This seems like a little bit an absurd idea, but I'm going to prove my point. And in one of my previous videos, I said I had a lot of ideas for Star Wars franchise. As you know, Star Wars is probably one of the most popular franchises in the popular culture, and this video is in this stream. So Rick Sanchez is a character from animated TV show Rick and Morty. He's actually a protagonist of that show, one of the main protagonists, and he is very cynical. He suffers heavy alcoholism, and though he is a hero of the story and sometimes make great decisions and is actually fighting for the right cause, he is a very dark character. He has a lot of skeletons in his wardrobe, so as to say, and he is very, very cynical. He sometimes he's violent and he may be very cruel even to his family members. And Palpatine is in the Star Wars franchise, Emperor of the Galactic Empire, which is drawn as a picture of the aggregated picture of fascist and totalitarian states of the 20th century. So it is a very evil, so to say, organization. And of course, its ruler is very evil. In the first trilogy, he is shown to be a politician who is cunningly manipulating other people to get to power. And in the next two trilogies, he is more a mystical figure, so to say, spiritual leadership behind the Darth Vader's totalitarian leadership, and he is actually sort of in these two trilogies. He is more a fantasy kind villain. He has strange appearance. He is very mysterious. He's wearing a robe, and as the actor who pictures that character himself says, there's not much psychology in that character, not much of a dramatic effort. What can you say about the Sauron type villain in the sense of his psychology and personal traits, except that he is mysterious, evil, and wearing some cool robe or something? So this is my idea that Rick Sanchez is the Palpatine in the a character seen from the different angle, from the different point of view. The cynicism of Rick Sanchez and his very cruel, very strict decisions is how Palpatine sees him as a ruler. Rick Sanchez's genius intellect and ability to produce technological innovations is Palpatine's political power and knowledge in dark side of the Force. So Rick Sanchez is sort of an apology for the Palpatine-like characters in popular culture. The main thing that a critic might say in this relation is that it is very arbitrary to connect two characters in popular culture and say that one is the representation of another. And this is really very strange to make this for the Sauron type villain and a character from the child's cartoon. But actually, this is the case for the popular culture exploration, which is invented not by me but by French philosophers, structuralists, the so-called hypertext. The notion of hypertext appeared long before the internet, and it means that different texts, or in this case, different franchises, may have connections, may have details that, in a sense, indirectly talk about the details in other franchises. This, my little podcast, is the certain try to explore these connections between different artifacts of the popular culture. Thank you for attention. Hope you like it. Goodbye.